Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the one and only Sessy, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be checking out the uh, PlayStation State of Play 2024. It's a little under 20 minutes away, but I wanted to go live and actually get everything situated because when I was setting this up, I accidentally messed some stuff up, so chat might be off a little bit and stuff like that. And then, when this actually starts, we'll be able to go full screen. Yep, I messed chat up pretty bad. What do you mean, no? No! Alright, I think that's a little bit better. Send some messages in chat. Let me make sure that this is, like, maybe some longer things, like type some stuff out. I think this here will let you guys have enough space to chat, I think, without me not being able to see what you're saying. But what's going on, Zeeble and Random Guy? Welcome. This is going to be kind of exciting. So, like I said, I wanted to get on here and just kind of do a little banter before we lock in and all that. But this is I don't know. I really don't know what to expect. I mean, most of this presentation has been leaked already, and that is why I'm reacting to this. I thought about just recording and then uploading the clip, but I kind of figured I'd just have fun talking to chat and seeing what you guys are excited about. So, rumor has it, leaks have it, it's happening. There is going to be a remake or remaster, more than likely just a remaster. It's a remake if they couldn't get the Havoc engine to work, but anyways. There's going to be some form of a master of Sonic Generations that will be announced here, specifically the console version, of course. Sessy, oh, yep, it is cut off. Let me go ahead and do that. Okay, now it should be better. Sessy, I know what the Sonic announcement is, but I think all of us do. It's Sonic and Mario Dance Simulator 52. Yeah, there is some sort of a remaster of Sonic Generations, the console/PC version. I imagine it'll be probably like 4K. Probably some new level themes, I like to think, but apparently in the name, instead of Sonic Generations Ultimate, is going to be Sonic X Shadow Generations, which I think collectively the community agrees it's a pretty crappy name. It does not roll off the tongue. Sonic X Shadow Generations. It's just, it's not great, and yeah, I don't know how to feel. And I really was not wanting a Generations remaster. I think they should have waited a lot longer. I'm still in Team Unleashed. Needed it way more and is way more deserving, and they have a lot of 2000s games to get through before they do Generations again. I mean, like Colors, I could give it the pass. It came out a year before Generations, but the difference is Sonic Colors was not on modern hardware at all. I get people on Switch. This is the first time that version of the game will actually be on a Nintendo console, because they got the exclusive 3DS version, which, you know, was lacking in some departments. But hello, what's going on, Zucchini Boy? We're talking about the leaks that for this Sonic game that's going to be announced today. But yeah, I'm okay with if they add a significant amount of content to Sonic Generations, which I doubt they'll do. I will break down my walls and get probably excited if we see multiple stages. What I'm afraid of is we're going to get normal Sonic Generations and then obviously this whole Shadow part. Also, the leaks are saying that this is not the Shadow the Hedgehog game that we're going to be getting. I made the game. You made a game? Oh, oh, I see you're behind the project. Oh, it's an honor to have you on the stream. I'd like to interview you afterwards. But yeah, Sessy, the 15th is my birthday of February. I'm hoping. I hope we didn't miss it in January. But finally, he's turning 9. Congrats. But yeah, I think it's gonna be just regular Sonic Generations boosted up a little bit. they'll probably bring over the cosmetics from. Also, let me know if my voice is too loud. I don't know what I sound like. And I've been adjusting the microphone for every single game because of the differing volume. But yeah, I think it's just going to be regular Sonic Generations with probably some of the things brought over from Colors, like the costumes and effects, maybe. I think that would be good. I think they should bring this forward and add some new ones in every game. And I think that Shadow is just going to have a set of, like, his own story mode, which is weird, but. And a lot of people are debating that if Shadow's going to have levels, he's going to have classic levels. I tell you, if they add classic Shadow, I'm probably going to get pretty upset. I think there is no cause for lore there. Like, I understand Shadow is probably younger and looked a lot younger at some point, but in SA2 in the flashbacks, he's always looked the same. He's the ultimate life form. He was created that way, and he stays that way. So Classic Shadow would suck, and a lot of people are saying, oh, that's what the Superstars DLC is about, is they're bringing in Classic Shadow here, and then they'll put him in Superstars, and thinking that justifies it. But that doesn't make any more sense in the lore. Why would he wasn't created back then? You know, it's it's crazy. But yeah, if there's a Classic Shadow, I'm not going to be too happy. From what I heard, the game is completely new story and stages. Are you talking about Generations, or the Shadow game coming out? Classic Shadow would just be the bot. Yes, you're absolutely right. That is how can you imagine him running around? Oh my lord. Also, I just found out recently, lore-wise, that the spheres the Biolizard throws during the Biolizard fight and the Final Hazard boss fight, those are eggs. Those are Biolizard eggs. It makes sense, but I thought that was some sort of chaos power, like the way that Shadow can manifest chaos spheres. You're turning 2, I believe it. I don't know, I'm really excited. Even though a lot of the games I generally probably won't have too much knowledge of, we're gonna chit chat, and if there's something funny, we'll talk about that. But I'm really just gonna be talking to chat until Sonic comes on. But I heard this presentation's about 40 minutes. In length, so I imagine there'll be maybe some Monster Hunter in there. I'm familiar with that. And no, I don't think Sonic's just gonna steal the show or anything. Obviously, a lot of people are talking about Bloodborne, which is ironic because that's when I wrote that story forever ago, and then I gave the ideas over to random guy. I made a sword named Bloodborne. I didn't know there was a game. But mine's B-O-R-N. It was blood. It was born from blood, not B-O-R-N-E. Okay, whatever. Honestly, if it is a brand new Generations game, I would be okay with that also, but it doesn't make sense it not being an anniversary. But I would totally be happy if they bring just a handful of stages of Generations, and then the rest of the game is just Lost World Forces, Frontiers, Mania, Superstars, Dream Team, maybe even. I doubt Dream Team, but all those could make for an interesting game, I guess. I really think they're just going to add in some missing stages. If it the best possible scenario for me is it's Sonic Generations, and they fill in the gaps. They bring over the Emerald Coast and stuff and things from the 3DS version. There's some pretty obvious missing links that didn't make it into the game, and definitely some games that just straight up didn't get addressed at all that I think are important. So I really feel like it would be a smart idea for them to actually, how are you missing some of the most iconic stages from SA 1 and 2, or Heroes? I think was covered well. I think Heroes would have been pretty awesome to have Final Fortress, in my opinion, but that's just me. Final Fortress is pretty dope. Ever since Sony killed off the Japan studio, I stopped caring about their original games. I really don't play any of their original stuff, I'll be completely honest. Spider-Man's interesting, and now that it made its way to PC, it was cool to get to experience some of that, but there's really nothing. It kind of boggles my mind that PlayStation is more successful than Xbox, just because I don't know. I don't know. There's just nothing really special about PlayStation, in my opinion. And I saw people on Discord were like, I didn't even know he owns a PlayStation. Yes, I have several. So I think the only one, the only one that I don't have is PS5. No, I don't think I have a PS4. My brother has a PS4. That's right. So we have one in the house. The only one that's not in this household is a PS5. So I've had my fill. I've put a lot of time on my PS3, PS2 and 3. I don't know which one I have more time on, the PS2 or PS3. But then I just got converted over to Xbox. I'll be honest, my girlfriend, my freshman year of high school. Oh, I see that I have lost service on my phone. That is so dumb. My service end date is the 1st of the month, and they've already shut off my phone. That is so silly. I don't understand that. It just shut off a couple minutes ago, apparently. They should do a Frontiers remake. I know, that game is getting pretty old and crusty. I can't wait for the day that Frontiers gets some sort of a remaster, just because I feel like after this next day, assuming this next decade is successful as it has started, because Sega's like doing so freaking good right now. Besides their controversial-ish remasters, I feel like Frontiers, they could take everything that they wanted to do and what they've learned over the past 10 years and then just make Frontiers even better somehow. Been playing the first Gravity Rush, and Sony really doesn't make games like it anymore. Honestly, yeah. I call this a hidden gem, but a game that I used to play when I was a kid, like really little, like baby man. We had Tumba on the PS1, I think, and it was goated. I never got to finish it because I was a kid, but I'd like to actually revisit that game. Also, forgot really quick, the new keyboard and mouse came in today. So every time I've been typing, I imagine you guys could barely even hear it, to be completely honest. So if I just put my microphone down here, you can hear. This is a mechanical keyboard. It sounds awesome. I love it. And I highly recommend you get one for your setup. Also, I just bought the same mouse again, like I said. Anyways, here. Here's the space bar. It sounds pretty nice. I don't know if the microphone picked up much of that at all or not. I'm not an ASMR creator, but I had to pretend like it. I mean, they made an enhanced version of SAT like a year later. Sessy becomes ASMR channel. Yeah, I think it sounds really nice. This is my first time having a nice keyboard, I guess you could say. And it was so affordable. Like, if you guys want to upgrade a keyboard, now is really the time, because the keyboard that I bought is on sale. This thing feels so nice. It's got so many color options. It's got I didn't know knobs were a thing, and every time I press in on the knob, it changes the mode. So I just changed it to change the color display, but if I press it again, I change it to volume, and if I hit it again, you change the color of the knob or whatever. So it's pretty awesome. I really like this keyboard, but this is an M key, and I have the darkness version. There's two colors. There's freedom and darkness. I got darkness because I didn't want to like have white keys that are grimy looking, but honestly, this thing looks so much better than in the pictures. It's got really nice RGB and all that. Like it's I think on sale for like $70 right now, and I think it retails for $89 or something. So it's really cheap for a fully kitted keyboard. Also, I didn't know much about keyboards, so I had to do a lot of research. Have you played the Arkham Batman games? No, but I am familiar with them. That everybody says they're the best Batman games like ever made or something like that. Like, I think I've seen people saying that they should go back to that because that's what works. Not really sure. I had to do so much research about the switches and stuff because like I said, never ever owned a fancy keyboard, and I got the M key darkness with yellow switches. So if anybody wants to check that out, I highly recommend it. Yellow switches are what I went with instead of, I think the other option was brown. So I had to listen to some sound tests. Oh my gosh, did I ever make the right decision? Nice. So we're going to be gaming in style, and I've never realized how much of a difference it makes on the keys. I'm pressing on the keys, and they are so silky smooth. I'll have to learn how to lubricate these. Apparently, you're supposed to lubricate every, like, year or so. Every year or two, they say. And it's just so nice. It doesn't just, like, click in and out of place. It slides, and it is awesome. So I think this will actually really just be much more gentle on my hands for like the Minecraft streams and stuff. And you guys won't hear me pounding on my keyboard as much, so yeah. Also, I know I didn't stream today. Ollie was just not available, it seems like. And now he's at work. He's currently at work, so. I'm seeing some very interesting stuff on Discord. Very nice. Very nice. I am actually going to put the link to the stream on Discord for the people that haven't seen it. Also, I saw that Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 came out, and apparently people are in love with it. Excuse me. And because of that, I'm actually kind of tempted to play it. So if any of you were like, gosh, I wish he would do that, well, I'm actually considering it. If I can make it through Chapter 2, I will do Chapter 3. I've heard people just singing it praises that it's good horror and all that, so. See, like, I just typed that out and you guys probably barely heard it, so that's pretty cool. Okay. Alright. It is 2 minutes away, so I when this thing pops up, remember, this is premiere, this isn't like a live stream that we're watching. So, yeah. How long into the presentation thing starts? Under 2 minutes. It starts at 5 p.m. EST. So it's literally about to begin. I imagine Sonic's usually kind of cake there. Right there between the beginning and the middle. Sometimes closer to the middle. So he'll probably be like maybe a third of the way through. I don't know. Generally, he's not first, but he's not last. So Chapter 3 is actually a horror game. Yeah, that's kind of what I gathered. The other ones, you're just kind of like, yeah, here we go. Live in 60 seconds. But yeah, I heard that everybody was just like, dang, this is actually scary. Whereas it seems the first chapter, you know, it kind of tries to just, like, the scariness just catches you off guard. Which is just kind of lame, I guess. Because I'm sure you guys remember, I didn't think Huggy Wuggy was very scary. I thought he was annoying. And, yeah, I really didn't enjoy Chapter 1 at all. But Chapter 2, everybody says it's a little bit better. And now people are just saying Chapter 3 is just insanely good. And also, I saw some screenshots that people were sharing today of, like, Catnap in his creepy, messed up form. And I'm all for it. I think Catnap is just sick looking. His character design is so basic, like his regular form, just like his little plushie form. And it's so simple, but it looks so freaking good. And just, I like the lore with the red mist and all that. Everybody screaming Sonic Generations and Shadow of the Colossus, Silent Hill, Minecraft 2, Spider-Man. I don't know. Maybe there's going to be some Spider-Man DLC. I kind of doubt that. But yeah, I think Catnap is way cooler looking than Huggy Wuggy, and I don't know his lore, but I'm sure he's probably more interesting than Huggy Wuggy also, so that's a plus. So, oh, I need to type something in chat when this starts so I can leave my mark on history. It's about 3 to 4 hours of gameplay. Wow. Okay. Cool. Sessy was here. There we go. Let's go ahead and we can now make it full screen. This is going to be exciting. You guys have to look. FNAF Security Breach remake. That game needs it pretty bad. I would play it. That's the sad part. I enjoyed Security Breach that much that I would actually play it again. I know, like, I give my opinions on the game, but like I said, then I guess this is a little loud. You guys have to let me know if there's any issues. I imagine Help Wanted 3, definitely not this soon. I imagine the Help Wanted games are usually there to promote a major release. So you have Help Wanted before Security Breach, and now Help Wanted 2 comes out after Security Breach and Ruin. That more than likely means they're getting ready for the next big game. It seems like a pattern to me. Sound is good. Nice. Thank you, Zucchini. I'm excited. I like I said, I'm not gonna know too much about these games, but hey, maybe we'll see something cool that will also. And these games aren't all PS exclusives. They're not all PlayStation exclusives. Some of these are, in fact, just they're game announcements, like Sonic. Sonic is not locked to PlayStation, so maybe we'll see some other cool PC stuff that we can play on the channel. Not gonna lie, from what I've watched, Help Wanted 2 is less interesting, at least with the story. Yeah, my understanding, because I haven't played it and I haven't watched it, is a lot of people are just like, stuff kind of happens, but it's not like earth-shattering or leading into anything. I don't think it builds up to anything at all, actually. I don't know. Whereas, obviously, you find the Vanny mask for the first time in Help Wanted, so... Alright, here we go. Oh, this is that Among Us remake. It takes place on a planet? Oh, wow. You can have capes. Oh, and you can co-op with the other players. Okay. Probably proximity chat. It looks like you can upgrade the ship and the maps. That's cool. I'm sure this is probably gonna have a VR version, Among Us VR. Wow. Among Us. Wow. Wow, that must be the imposter. Oh wow. Oh wow. Wow, wow, wow. Amazing. Among Us. Oh, there can be more than 3 imposters. Wow, okay. Among Us 2, looking really good.
Hi everyone, I'm Herman Hulst, head of PlayStation Studios, and I'm
it's Tony Hawk.
The first state of play of 2024. The first 3 years of PS5
Among Us Battle Royale.
Stories, immersive worlds, and groundbreaking gameplay from PlayStation Studios and their partners. We've also expanded PlayStation Plus with new features including PS5
I heard PlayStation Plus sucks.
And with PSVR 2 and PlayStation Portal, which released last November, we're committed to offering new
Among Us Battle Royale. I would actually play that. That would be
interact
amazing.
with their PS5. But none of this means anything without great games, like Helldivers 2, which kicks off a year of amazing experiences and diverse ways to play. Today, we're looking ahead to titles coming later this year and beyond.
The guy looks like he has like really strong arms.
And
He looks like he
hope
definitely
you find
works
as
out.
exciting as we do here at PlayStation. Enjoy the show.
Okay, thank you, Bill Gates. Wow. Can I get some flames in the chat? Every time I see something like that, I mean, this could be Bayonetta, I don't know. No, this isn't Bayonetta, no way. Every time I see just generic anime, like, chick like this, and, like, skimpy outfit, I just think, like, Bayonetta. Like, it's, I don't know. Am I being, like, harsh? Maybe this is a game I'd play and like, but, like, you know, this style, man, it's just, it feels so generic. And I'm not against the art style, but I mean, everybody's using it. So it's just kind of like, that right mix between realistic and anime is just weird.
Players will take control of Eve, a member of the 7th Airborne Squad.
Yeah, she really looks like she's part of an airborne squad.
By defeating the Elder
This just
Nativa.
looks like Bayonetta. I mean, maybe it's set in the universe. I know nothing about Bayonetta.
While most of the 7th Airborne Squad is lost during their descent
Looks
from the colony,
cool, I guess.
Eve soon meets 2 new companions.
I like the way that
Adam,
she was swinging
born
the
on
sword.
Earth, is in pursuit of an energy source called hypercell.
Make sure to stay cautious.
The green
That's where the
color
Alpha
looks cool.
Nativa is.
So this must be 8 or 7.
Lily, a member of the 5th Airborne Squad,
She looks stupid.
provides engineering support.
Lily Artemis II.
Oh, I can't stand her voice. I'm sorry.
She puts her technical knowledge to use.
Oh, she
by
just
upgrading
stuttered.
Eve's equipment throughout the game.
The presentation just dude.
Here. Done.
Something does feel different.
Okay.
This is Zion.
If you told me this was
A
the Among
city
Us
built
prequel, I
underneath
would
the
believe you.
wasteland by the last human survivors on Earth.
A whole city underneath the wasteland.
Man,
Eve
everything
is called
is.
Angel
I don't
by
know.
the survivors, and is an object of both awe
Oh,
and
I thought
fear.
the stutter was on my end. No. No, it was the actual. No, it wasn't even my stream. It was the premiere.
Hello, Angel. How are you?
I see we have guests.
I can't
These
believe
characters
the
look
Angel
interesting.
is here.
The survivors
But am I wrong for saying this just looks generic? Among Us story mode.
Wait right here.
I'm loving this. So we have Among Us Battle Royale coming out, and then we have Among Us story
the
mode.
wasteland in the Great Desert.
Rise of the First Imposter. What is that? Little critters.
This place has been overrun.
Oh my
by
gosh, that looked like
monsters,
Lethal Company. Like the shape of that tower.
and
I'm excited to
malfunctioning
play more
machines
Lethal
and
Company on the
robots.
channel. I really enjoy those streams, even though they're just nonsense.
A supply.
I heard it's highly moddable, so I'm kind of curious
You'll
if you guys would be
occasionally
interested in
find
seeing us
supply
mod the heck
stations
out
set up by
of
previous airborne
Lethal
squads.
Company, since it's kind of a game that's just a shell waiting to be modded.
At each camp, Eve can purchase various consumable items,
We're just playing vanilla so far.
acquire new skills,
I like the look of the vending machine. Okay, her outfit is getting
Upgrade
more
equipment,
skimpy. It's not
and more.
good. That's not
She
good.
can also take a well-deserved break to restore her health.
Is it Dreamcatcher? I think Dreamcatchers are odd. I don't know the story there, but they
Eve
look
will
funny.
often encounter people in need.
Oh my gosh, that's Monsoon
Another
from
non-human
Metal
being's
Gear
main
Rising.
trial.
That was literally Monsoon.
Whether
Like,
to
it
assist
looked
or
exactly
ignore
like
them
him.
is entirely up to the player. On her journey to defeat the Elder Natiba, Eve will sometimes encounter
The
hostile
Elder Natiba?
survivors. Or
In a combat game, having the long hair, you know, it looks dynamic and cool. Oh, that was kind of cool, having like the
worse.
hand face thing. But like look how long her hair is. Wouldn't that get you killed? Somebody grab your hair, hold you in place, and just kill you, right?
All airborne squad members
We
exist
should have
for one
stayed with
sole
PS2
purpose.
graphics. Honestly, yes, yes.
The extinction of
Ollie's looking forward to the PS1 era graphics
Think
coming
of
back
your
regularly
existence is to snuff out another species.
instead of just
It is not an easy fight.
It's
16-bit
fine. I
titles.
can do this alone.
It won't be easy.
Oh, that guy's character
That's the
design's cool.
unofficial
There's some
name
cool
for members
character
of the
design.
Eve
Man,
Airborne
how long is
Squad.
this trailer?
I can feel the hatred.
We've been going
but
for
I
almost 10
cannot
minutes already.
feel
Whoa, that
the
guy's cool.
source.
I will find it, and I will make it pay.
Open it! It's windy!
I wish I could see the chat for the premiere, just because I wonder if people are like, move on. Yeah, let's just take a look real quick.
To collapse!
Yeah, I hate when people do this. Like, even though I'm not super interested. L. Why? Like, people. I know they're probably younger kids. Like, if you're just spamming L in chat like that, just shut up. We don't care. And you're just waiting for like Call of Duty, the Call of Doo-Doo to come out. And it's like, man, people would just put L. Man, just because you don't like the game, somebody's probably super excited right now, you know? I do wonder if this is supposed to be an original title or a sequel. The combat here is actually looking really good. It does remind me a lot of Metal Gear Rising, so that's kind of neat. I love Metal Gear Rising. I've played that game front to back too many times. Stellar Blade? Is that what that says? I thought it said Steve at first, so I was like, what? For real, does this game really need this much screen time? Yeah, I agree. It looks interesting, but at the same time, it's like, come on. Almost 10 minutes, but is what it is. That was already like 1/4 of the thing. The fact that Sonic made it into this is interesting.
그 꿈을 현실화할 수 있게 되었습니다. 기나긴 여정이었고 빨리 팬분들이
We have
4월
already watched 80%
26일
of the game. Yes,
클라우드에서
we have.
만나보시기를
All they left out was the final boss. Like, it's cool, but those trailers that show the whole... Yes. Here it is already! It's Sonic! It looks the exact same. I like that they brought back the old trailer music. This is kind of nice. It looks the exact same. It doesn't look any better or worse. That's disappointing. Shadow jumps into the air. Oh my gosh! I called it! Oh my gosh, the new animated. Oh, this. Okay, this is kind of cool. Wait, what? SA2 stages? Shadow the Hedgehog? Doom's Eye? Wait, this look. No way. Wow. Wait, why is it distorted? It's like cyberspace in a way. The Bio Lizard! Oh my gosh, he looks so cool! Oh, Sonic X Shadow Generations. What were they thinking? Coming autumn 2024. Wow. Oh, they did the Bio Lizard so good. So Shadow might have his own story, like what he was doing in the white space. Wow, I'm surprised they didn't show more. What did that say? I'm sorry, I'm going to go back for just a minute. We will review this completely at the end. Can we see this just one more time? Oh my god, look, he's got like wires hanging off of him. Look at that. My gosh. This is so much better than I imagined. Like, look, he's got wires hanging off of him that he's swinging. It's just the whole arc, the Space Colony arc looks the same, but it's different. Look at that. He's got all these eggs that I was talking about. These bubbles are supposedly his eggs surrounding him, and the wires are holding them together. What? Dude, this looks so much better than the boss fights we got in Generations. The Generation bosses are weak. We will go over that at the end. Okay, hang on. We're having a stutter. There we go. We're caught up. Wow. New Mario game with fire. Yes. Thank goodness Base Generations is left untouched. Yeah, I think that's why they showed that, is regular Generations is just going to be its own thing. But, you know, the problem is, it looks like... Let me turn this down just a little bit. The issue is, Generations, like, the main gameplay looks way worse than that Shadow gameplay. That Shadow gameplay looks amazing. The lighting and graphics look stunning. So I'm guessing this is like a Bowser's Fury thing. You get the main game, and then you have a completely brand new game mode. That Bio Lizard boss fight. I hope Shadow fights multiple bosses that are exclusive to him. That would be so good. That's crazy, because one of Sega's mandates is you can't bring up Black Doom / Devil Doom. So I wonder if he's gonna be in the game with the Doom Eye being there. Wow. That is pretty much like Bowser. Yeah. Okay. So you said the same thing. Ew. It's Ollie. Dave the Diver. This looks interesting, actually. I like the art style. Okay, that was it. Something is coming. That's what she said. Whoa. God freaking Zilla, what the heck? Are you kidding me right now? Dave the Diver, Godzilla. Okay. That happened. Yeah, now, again, for all we know, you know, Shadow could only have, like, a level or two. Or, like, 3 levels. You know, like, an era in Sonic Generations is, like, 3 stages. Or three different levels. So, he might just play through 3, and then the Bio Lizard is the final boss. I could definitely see that. I could assume that. I would love for him to fight some iconic bosses that he fought. the egg dealer. But I really feel like he's just gonna have a big final boss fight against the Biolizard. It would be so cool to get some super shadow, like a super shadow final boss against like a revamped Final Hazard that he takes down himself. That would be awesome. So at least we sort of got a Generations 3DS reference, but the fact that they didn't show off any new stages, I am certain that there's no new stages for the Generation side. If they don't add DLC to Sonic Generations, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad. Sonic X Shadow Generations really is a bad name, though. I know they're trying to promote the Shadow side, but they should have just Sonic Generations Ultimate
Hi everyone.
plus
I'm Sam
Shadows
Benson.
Revenge.
This next
or
game
whatever.
is a result of a very close partnership with Konami and marks the return of a horror franchise that has been with us since the original PlayStation. Let's take a look at what's next for Silent Hill.
Silent Hill. I bet people are screaming right now. L. Everybody's excited. Let's take a look. Sorry, I wanted to see what people were saying.
Maybe I can be like her.
There's about a 5-second delay on chat, I think. Or from video. I hope we see some Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, but I kind of doubt it, honestly, just because they just had the Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour and they no, yeah, jump off the building. And they showed off that new Sparking Zero trailer that everybody's like peeing their pants over. It looks so good, but I don't think we're gonna see it here.
What's with this place?
Among Us, Under the Sea seems alright.
Cherry blossoms
Among Us.
within the grasp of
If I get enough viewers in an Among Us stream, I will do a giant like subscriber lobby. I think that would be so much fun. Among Us Diablo seems cool. Silent Among Us is seeming pretty awesome right now. Did you see that Among Us Sonic crossover that they were just doing? They made a whole add-on to Sonic Generations just to be an Among Us. How freaking is that? The Biolizard's the imposter. What was that? These are like catacombs in a way, but with notes. Who is that Coat Man? Guys, I think the red eye is important. She has Super Sonic in her.
サイレントヒルシリーズのプロデューサーを務める岡本元井です。ご覧いただいたのは
You're not
サイレントヒル
Kojima.
ショートメッセージという全く新しいサイレントヒルとなります。本作は本日この後プレイステーション5で無料配信いたします。
If wow, today. Let's see what people are saying about that. It was yo, let's go WL.
それでは最後にこちらの映像をご覧ください。
Fair play. W. A lot of people are liking this. You guys got that one person L. I swear, I wonder why some people watch these at all. Wait, what was that? What is this? This looks nasty. Woodside Apartments? I guess it's a little creepy. I mean, Leg Man! Armless Man! No Neck Man! What is happening? Reap what you sow? What? These are not creepy. These are funny. What on earth? Oh, the music's good though. That's right. Shoot them. Twitchy anime girl. What? I was yawning and laughing. Sailor Moon. Silent Hill 2. Wow. Sorry. That was... What was that? Where is my game? A new PC, basically. Oh yeah, it was Silent 2. What's this?
What if I told you that every word
It's a wrench.
you say is being recorded?
It's a piston. That doesn't seem like an
Every
efficient way to fly a
thought
spaceship.
ever had.
Oh, I see the rocket to the middle.
Your love. Your fear.
The people look uncanny.
Your hate. We're just
Guys, it's Miles Morales DLC for Spider-Man.
What would you do to free yourself? We both know the answer
The
to
big
that
three?
question. Nothing. You are the frog in a pot, boiling so slowly. You don't even know what's happening. But I'm here to set you free.
She has such a punchable face. You just want to punch her right in the nose.
Or not.
Oh. Give me the gun. Oh, those guys look cool. Little car man. Ew. I'm concerned for the person singing here. Their voice is so strained. All the guys. So good. Look, this is how the Mario movie ends, with them getting sucked in. Mamma mia. Damn, they removed the atmosphere from the original. No kidding. They gave little arm people, like, there's either a person with arms or there's a person with nubs or a person with no nubs at all. And then there's thick neck and sailor chick. Do you think they'll keep the original generations up on Steam or have the shadow,
To the flame.
or just have the shadow be DLC?
Think of this fire.
It's gonna be a separate release for sure,
Its
but I think
its energy.
was that Freddy Fazbear?
Now
I think that generations will
on your life.
I think, man, you'd like to think that Sega's learned their lesson.
Into
Now, if you guys are familiar with the current Sonic sale that has been advertised on like Sega's social media and stuff, there's a Sonic series sale, but the only game that's not on sale, to my knowledge, is Sonic Generations, for obvious reasons. So I think that people are going. I think Sega's smart enough to leave it on Steam. I wouldn't be mad if they delist Sonic Generations between now and when the game actually comes out. I think that would be okay. But I don't know. I mean, really, Sega should leave it up and just, you know, be confident enough in their product to just be like, we know people are gonna buy this because look how dope this Shadow add-on is. I mean, it already looks amazing. I can't wait to see what other people are like reacting to. But I'll be honest, that is a very short teaser that Sega dropped, and I'm kind of curious when we'll see more. Now, what did it say, an autumn release date? I imagine it's like gonna be somewhere between like August and October, unless it said August. But hopefully it comes out in August because that would be an ideal time for that game to come out for me. But I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest, but I don't know. It's coming out right on time, basically, for Sonic Movie 3. But I'll be kind of honest, like, I was kind of hoping that the game would release around Sonic's birthday. Maybe Sega already has something else planned for that, I don't know. But I would have liked to think that we would have gotten a Shadow game or some other project coming out right before Sonic 3. But I don't know, we'll see. This looks odd. Okay, that was kind of cool. I don't know. Sega, the ball's in your court. Where is FNAF Sim 2? It comes out tomorrow. I will say that Shadow footage looked so good. But when we review it, oh my gosh, that looks like the Solaris cutscene when he comes down from the sky after becoming Solaris.
Risen one.
Capcom.
I make no mistake.
What was that?
When the time is come,
Among Us Catwoman. Is this supposed to be Monster Hunter? No. No. This is too medieval, I think. But they do be hunting the monsters though. If this is Monster Hunter, it looks a lot different than I remember. Whoa. Whoa, this new Xenoblade's going hard. Among Us prequel looks crazy, I know. Could you imagine if the Among Us universe had this giant lore? A prequel, like just these arcs, like the religion arc, with the imposter turned on God himself.
Those who can be of aid to you.
I mean, the combat looks interesting, but the tiger people look odd. That was a cool flippy move. I like that. I hate stiff dragons. Dogma. Dogma? More like Catma. Look at this. It's freaking. What's his name? Scar? Is it Scar in The Lion King? Dude, The Lion King goes hard. Among Us parallel, honestly, yeah, they just branch off into alternate universes, and then all the Among Us's come together. And Among Us Endgame. I hate stiff-looking combat. Oh Lord, I don't know why that bird flying just cracked me up. Oh, the way he runs. It looks kind of stiff. They just shoved that lady from there. What is he doing getting up on the roof? Man, Sony can't help but make everything else play like Spider-Man. What is this? What? I mean, it looks like it controls good. I mean, it must if they're doing the flying thing. Where did that horse come from? That looks kinda cool. Dude, that horse came out of nowhere. Why are they so bloody? Oh, that's why. I guess it's killing him. That was pretty cartoony blood. He should do the blade cleaning thing where he like wipes it off on his arm. I'm pretty sure it's like disrespectful in Japan. Like if you like respect your opponent, you clean the bloody blade off with like a white cloth or like a formal cloth. But if like you killed somebody that you didn't care for, like you just like if you killed like a bad person, like a crime boss, you take the sword and you would wipe it off on the crevice of your arm because you disrespect them. You wipe their blood off on your sleeve. Okay, you got a flamethrower. What on earth? This game's wild. And now he's shooting people! Hello? That kinda defeats the purpose of this gameplay. Crewmate across the imposter, yeah, honestly. I know this is Spider-Man 3 early gameplay. This is wild. Shinachi Yagakura. This just looks like the Hun. Mulan. Rise of the Ronin. Rise of Mulan. This literally just looks like the end of Mulan. See, this was Disney's original vision for that movie, but they had to dial it back just a little bit. That cat is super cute. I wonder if there'll ever be a Stray sequel. I never got to play Stray, but I heard it's amazing. Among Us 1887. Yes. Yeah, you play as the imposter, killing all the crewmates. Well, I made one Among Us joke at the very beginning, and it's over. This looks like Adabet from Unleashed. Man, that boggles me. Generations got re-released before Unleashed. Come on, Sega. Look, I know they probably did it because they were worried. Unleashed will take some work and polish to make it, you know, portable. I imagine because Colors did badly and just had a poor reception, that they want to make sure with another good Sonic game, Generations, that it's good. If we don't get Unleashed in 2 years from now, I'm done. Jonathan returns to stream chat. I hope Devin Mack and Ian
There
Hamlin, I hope
are
I
a
said that
few
right,
things I need to make sure you understand.
could reprise their role in Sonic X Shadow Generations. I don't know. I guess they could technically find a spot for them in the game, right? It's not far-fetched. But knowing Sega, I kind of doubt it. Probably because the people on the Netflix show and stuff.
Everything you do, every decision you make from now on will open doors to the future.
I'm crazy. There has to be yeah, I was gonna say there's a license.
I want you to
problem.
remember this. I want you to remember this as you play your game.
You never know. Sega really didn't make great decisions back then for the long run. Heck, remake Unleashed. I don't care.
Looking for me?
Yeah, 2 years from now, Unleashed. Yeah, well, welcome to the chat, Jonathan. Here, when the presentation wraps up, we're going to do a little quick dissection of the trailer, and we're going to look through it again. Because I think we're all pretty excited for that shadow footage. It looked amazing. It blew my expectations out of the water. Venom. Oh my gosh, that was Spider-Man 4. They're showing off Spider-Man 4 right now. Spider-Man 4, Venom's cat. What is all that crap? What's the black stuff? And then the black stuff's bad? They're trying to clean it off. Oh my gosh, they're turning it into an octopus. Oh god. What? I am so confused. Ew. Ew. That's nasty. That is it's a definitely good achievement game. Oh no. No. Ew. What? They did just do that. Oh my god. That is that was TMI.
Welcome to Drawbridge, Sam.
Okay, look. This trailer's gone on for that was disturbing. That was really disturbing.
Come on, I'll help you get your bearings.
Oh my
This is the
gosh.
ship's armory.
I want
Here you can
Spider-Man
check your
DLC. This is
weapons
the
and put them
Spider-Man
through their
DLC.
paces.
I heard that's why they haven't released Heroes because
These rooms
yes,
over here
because
belong
the
to other
engine
members
Heroes
of
is
the crew.
stuck on. Heroes would probably
Pretty
need a
much the same
remake,
as
not a
yours.
remaster.
And the shower's down at the end.
Because I believe the company that had the engine has shut down and there's just no way to use it.
Courtesy of the UCA,
Basically.
I'm guessing.
Among Us Stranding looks pretty
As
yeah,
I told
I
you,
agree.
Drawbridge is a civilian outfit.
Among Us Blue
But we do
Man.
have a generous patron with access to plenty of capital and
That was a
tech.
really gross shot. for the
Sounds like a
trailer.
UCA big shot.
But
Don't ask me. We've never met face to face.
maybe I don't
They value
look. I've never heard
privacy.
of the Birds and the Bees guys. I really don't know what I was looking at there.
Believe that bullshit.
Looks like his name would be Billy.
It's the
On the
same deal
strand,
as
man.
America.
I wonder if they're
People here are all
perhaps
spread out.
death stranded.
Cut off from one another. We want you to help us bring the world together.
Ew, what the heck is that thing?
Sam, would you mind if I joined you?
Humor him. His knowledge and experience will probably come in handy down the road.
Yes. Really, Sam? What about shotgun?
Sam is so
I prefer
funny.
the driver's seat.
Sam is definitely not the imposter. He's too real.
Sam, do you read me? You'll first need to access the Mexico side plate gate
But
terminal. After we've confirmed
yeah,
coverage,
Generations was also, a lot of people thought it was going to be a remake instead of a re-release because of the Havoc engine that Generations was running off of.
That's not the plan, Sam. The UCA isn't looking to
A
expand
lot
its
of the
borders.
leaks said that it was going to be
Just like
running
with
in
Mexico,
Hedgehog
they
Engine
want to bring
2.
new regions
And
into
you know, the
network.
base gameplay looks like it was running in Hedgehog.
Anyway,
It looks like
the
it's
DHU
running in,
Jones
sorry,
here to
the
back you up.
Havoc.
As
Is
always,
using
you'll be
Havoc?
the one leading the way
But
to
the Shadow
further
DLC
search.
straight up looks like Frontiers.
What's
I mean,
your
it
role
looks
in all
like
this?
Hedgehog Engine 2.
You're the commander, huh?
That's right.
I am not
These
ever
days I'm
gonna
fragile in
even
name
think.
only.
Okay. Well, that is
You brought America together, helped it be reborn as the
okay.
UCA.
No, it's still stuck on screen.
But I'm
there,
afraid
okay.
Death Stranding is far from over.
I know this is a popular game series, but I've never played
Still
it.
on the brink of extinction.
Oh, those are spooky.
Don't act like you don't see.
Whoa, that is
A
gorgeous.
lot of things changed after you went off on your own.
Okay, that's
especially
just
within
odd.
the UCA.
On the road.
Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network.
So what's up with the
The
ink
week through
cats?
these things were up and running. So your friends and coworkers all
Is
went
the
their
black
separate
stuff the
ways.
death that is stranding, or
Within network
what?
coverage, there's no
This
need
is
to
definitely
rely
gonna
on
win some Game of the Year
reporters anymore.
type stuff.
So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge.
Drawbridge.
With the support of the chiral network and APAS, humanity will be free from the need to
Bark,
move
bark.
around. Bots are capable of handling deliveries.
I know the baby part was kind of just weird.
He called himself a ghost, but
I don't know how I felt about that. That was just an unnecessary shot in the trailer, in my opinion.
he said he
But I
came
bet
back
there's
to
some
get
people that
revenge
are.
on you.
Oh my gosh, I'm already getting YouTube notifications. People are posting their reaction to the DLC, or sorry, the Sonic announcement.
Hey, brother.
I thought the Havoc engine is just for physics
Yeah, I figured
simulation,
you'd
not
pay
the
this
game
place
engine
a
itself.
visit.
I'm pretty sure you're
Seems
right.
like
I think I misspoke.
distributing
But
fruits
because
is fine factory
Generations, I
all
believe,
over
is
the
running off
continent.
of Hedgehog Engine 1.
Guns and violence, the whole
But
damn
apparently
killers.
there
Same
is
as
some sort of
everyone.
licensing issue with the Havoc thing.
Looks like you decided
I'm pretty
to
sure it's just called like the
trade in
Havoc
that
physics
rope for a
engine.
stick
But
this go round.
why is the Joker in this?
Even a porter has to pull the trigger from time to time.
Jeff the Killer?
Oh, what about you? Hey, buddy.
Jeffrey.
Are you just another soulless little husk, huh?
Let go of me! Pathetic guitarist! Where's the rest of your band?
But yeah, I think there's some sort of licensing issue. I'm pretty sure the company that does the Havoc thing is still around. I'm pretty sure Sega just people were like, Sega's not gonna want to pay them to do that or whatever. So I don't know.
Was it you that killed Lou?
I'm just glad that going forward, Sega does everything themselves. I think he might be the imposter. I think you're right. He fights with a guitar. Why is this trailer 5 hours long? We're literally watching the final boss fight right now. It's a baby. It's the baby we saw earlier. He's got like an axe guitar sword thing. Okay, this just looks
Something he said.
bizarre
I don't know
now.
a goddamn thing about Lou.
All right, Sam. Let's see what we can find on Lou.
Oh my lord.
If you want answers, you're gonna have to find them yourself. But the ones you do find, well, that
The baby said, "There's a booger in your nose. Let me get that for you."
will only get worse.
That baby had pointy
Sam the
fingers.
man in the
It
dark
was just the perspective.
about everything.
Stupid little thing. Yeah. Yeah, throw
Don't
it.
forget, coming on this expedition was meant to help you find the strength to carry
Death
on.
Stranding
And you
2 on the beach.
We all know you've got this. Now it's time to finish the journey, Sam. Please understand, Sam.
This is a lot to unpack. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the last trailer just because of how long it is.
We never meant to string you along.
Good lord, this is
That chrysalis.
Oh my gosh, it's not over.
It was filled with a fluid that contained amino acids.
If the Sonic trailer
One's
was this
identical
long,
in
it would have
structure
been
to the
like,
kind
you would
found
have
in
seen the whole
tar.
game. Somebody would have speed ran all of generations in this
I'm
time.
sorry. There are amino acids in tar? As in protein?
Oh, she's possessed.
Of course. How else did you think that chiral creatures could
It's
emerge
more
from
like
it?
death stringing. She's like strung to the
Some have
ceiling.
even theorized that the tar is a sort of primordial soup.
I was there. I saw her home. And it was a hellhole.
Why did she have strings attached to her? I mean, know the whole theme is like these strings, like we're seeing right here. But like, why is everybody a puppet?
BB-28 was flagged for disposal. And
He's got a hand mark on him,
incinerated 4 years
on his
ago,
arm.
long before you and Lou first met.
It's probably from a different game, I imagine. 2025. And they're playing Rockabye Baby. Oh my lord. That was something.
And now here with me today is visionary game creator and founder of
How
Kojima
long are we
Productions,
into this? This is
Kojima-san.
just over
Welcome.
40 minutes.
Today,
42 minutes.
I'm excited to announce that together, as part of the PlayStation and Kojima Productions partnership, Hideo is going to take us on an exciting new adventure. One that I've been encouraging him to
I don't
reinvent
know how I
for
feel about
years.
this.
はい、全く新しいオリジナルの IP になります、新世代のアクションエスピオナージゲームです、準備を始めてますけども、デストランディング2の後に本格的に小島プロダクションで制作に
I know, a game that's coming out next year, they already showed off like a quarter of
エ
it.
スピオナージもの
That's
を一緒
crazy.
に育ててきたという強い経験もありま
I
す。
mean, I like
ま
Kojima,
た
but
ソニー
like
さんは
this is just
ゲームだけで
bizarre.
はなく
This is a
音
lot
楽
to
も
unpack.
映画もされています。
To go from
間違いなく
episode
強
Shadow
力な
and
コラボレーションに
Forces
なるはずです。
to
さらに2年
this
後に
new
は僕
Shadow
の
thing in
ゲー
Generation.
ム
I
人
know,
生
that's
の
what I'm
40周
saying.
年を迎えます。このタイトルが僕
Now
の
they would be.
集大成
I know they're
作
probably
品
not
に
gonna
なる
mess this
確信
up,
してます
but like if they don't make Shadow
Action
playable in the
espionage
modern
game by
Sonic
Hideo
stages,
Kojima.
they've really dropped the
This is
ball.
one of my favorite genres, one that
I do have a lot that I
want
want to say
with a bold new
once
vision.
this
Can you
ends.
share anything else
So
about this
I'm
new
really
development?
excited to unpack like
ま
my
だ詳し
thinking.
くは言えませんけども、
I
最
just
先
don't want to
端の
like
テクノロジ
talk
ー
over
と
the whole
世界中
trailer,
の才能
all
を
these
集結して
trailers,
作る予定です。もちろんインタラクティブなゲームなんですけども、
because I'll probably get off on a
物語
tangent and then
テー
they'll
マキャスト
announce
演技
Sonic
ファッション
06 2.
サウンド、どれをとっても、同時に
I saw the
映画で
most
も
cringe
あるような
thing
ものです。
the other day,
本作で、
or actually
映
today.
画とゲームの壁を越えたいと
People were talking about Poppy Playtime
We're all
Chapter
really
3,
excited about this project,
and
we will fully
I saw a
support you with the
child,
latest
a
innovation
child,
Sony has to
just
offer.
judging off their
More
profile,
details
they
to
had
come.
to have been a child. Somebody was talking about how Kojima noticed us. Okay, well, I guess that was it for the state of play. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, Sony's flexing on how big their studio is. Columbia Picture. Oh my lord. But they were talking about how they're glad that Poppy Playtime Chapters take so long to come out because.
Before we go,
Oh my
I
gosh!
have
Shut
one
up.
Final announcement. State of Play will return February 6th with an extensive look at Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Square Enix
Okay,
will be
that's
sharing
okay.
new gameplay details, along with exciting news you won't want to miss.
Is it?
We hope you enjoyed the show. See you soon.
Well, I guess I'll see you guys in like 5 days or something. What? There's gonna be another state of play that soon? You've got to be kidding me. Wow. But they were talking. They were like, "Oh, I'm glad that Poppy Playtime. Oh, we're gonna watch some Scott the Woz. Oh no, we are gonna watch some Scott the Woz. Hey,
Oh, Scott here.
hey, Scott, what's going on, man? Here, we'll go back and we'll. I don't know if Sega has. Do you guys know if Sega? Okay, I cannot play this anymore. So, how do I? Sonic. You can see you see my search terms here. Unfortunately, I found out that I can't do a supersonic playthrough of Rival Rush or or whatever from Colors Ultimate because they've already been done. So I'm kind of salty about that. And I also can't post my I didn't post my reaction to the final boss that I recorded just because when I looked that up the other day, it already exists. So I'm not. Those are not YouTube ideas. Those are not videos that are coming to the channel. Sonic X Shadow Generations. Yeah, it's posted. Let's take a look. So, man, Sega usually does like better teasers than this. So let's take a look. So this looks the same. I mean, it looks exactly the same. There's nothing different here. I thought the lighting would at least look better. Because people are talking about this getting moved over to Hedgehog Engine 2. But it looks the exact same to me. But there's nothing wrong with that. But this is what we have on PC right now. That's what's frustrating. Also, I love how I called the whole shadow thing. This shot looks really nice. So it's canonical that classic Sonic interacts with Shadow the Hedgehog. Okay, even though I think that really happens in the base game. Also, why does Shadow have so much detail on his shoes there? But I can't believe that they reanimated this original shot here. They reanimated that just to do this. That's so cool. Marza, dude. I mean, this just looks good. So we got Shadow. We're going to watch this a couple times here. I know, 7 games to 40 minutes. That's insane. They're like full of exciting announcements. Okay, so here we have obviously shoot, I forget. Is Shadow's final? It's not Final Rush. That's for Sonic. You know, it's the last stage of state. I believe his is Final Chase or whatever. Earth looks phenomenal. Holy crap! It looks even better than Forces. Forces, I think, had a really nice looking space stage for the Death Egg, but this looks really freaking good. This is what a Sonic Adventure 2 remake would look like. This is gorgeous. These, and you know, I'm glad I did my playthrough recently because these are just like blue with yellow lights on them in the original game. This looks so good. Oh my gosh. And then, as you can see, with Shadow's homing attack there, he chaos controls. Like, he's zipping around, which I think looks amazing. Just look at all the detail. This looks 1,000,000% different than the Sonic Generations base game. It is jarring. It reminds me of the way that the Sonic Colors Ultimate cutscenes are just the regular base game, and then the rest of the game's remastered, so they don't match. Yeah, this does not match the base game. Remember, this is obviously going to be prototype footage. We're actually going to slow this down to 75% here. So he kicked a rocket of some kind of back there. So here we have Doom's Eye, which, you know, is an enemy from Shadow the Hedgehog. And this is awesome. This looks like the room where Sonic and Shadow are getting ready to face off. You know, when the cutscene takes place about, I'm just a guy that loves adventure. Because the walls, but this is probably just a random area on the Space Colony Arc. And then reality gets just broken. I mean, there's really no sign of the time meter here. So I think it would be really cool to get. Oh my gosh! You know, another thing that I'm just thinking about is if they don't fix the time meter. I know they're not going to fix the time meter, but if Sega, if you don't fix the time meter, I am coming after you. Make the final boss better. Do better. I like how Classic Sonic gets kicked off to the side. Yes, I do too. This looks amazing, but it doesn't really make sense to me. Wait, so this looks like some Spider-Man No Way Home type of stuff with Doctor Strange. Take a look at the background. You can see all these are these buildings, quote unquote. I believe these are still just the bottom pieces of the Ark. It could also be one from like Radical Highway or something. I don't know. These are all just, yeah, those are buildings right there, I think. Oh yeah, this is definitely a city. It could be Radical Highway, or it could be what is it, West City from Shadow the Hedgehog? It could be that too. The Doomsday looks awesome, though. It looks like he might... So, Shadow's boost animation is the same from Forces, where he flies. I like that. I like that it's different from Sonic. It looks cool. Also, if Super Sonic's available in the game, if we can't play as Super Shadow in stages, just quit. Look at the lighting, man. Look at the lighting on this. Gun robots. Gun mechs, I guess. And this, I am 99.9% sure this is the game's final boss for the Shadow content. Look at this. The wires are all frayed. So I'm guessing there's probably going to be a phase 1 boss fight where you're fighting him regular before he's on the walls and stuff. Up here. Back here, this is the Master Emerald altar. You can see the giant things that like beat like a heart in Adventure 2. So the Master Emerald Shrine is over here. Man, give Shadow a super boss fight at the end of his story and I'll be happy. You fight the Bio Lizard and then like he goes Final Hazard mode, but like I don't know, give the Bio Lizard his super form. He can use the emerald, so I don't know. Like it just looks so good. And then we have this here. It looks amazing. He's up on the walls, and then Shadow's just busting all kinds of stuff. That looks like he delivers the final blow to the Bio Lizard. That's it. Coming autumn 2024. So this is going to be PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Switch, and Steam in the Epic Store. Thank God they didn't make the mistake of making this an Epic exclusive. I would have actually probably been very upset with Sega. They've made some pretty bad choices there. Also, what's fascinating is the Shadow the Hedgehog logo. I didn't notice this before. He's using the Shadow the Hedgehog, like 2005 video game look. So I imagine that the whole Doom Eye and probably, Black Doom himself probably will have a role in this. I didn't even think about that, Zucchini. You're right. You are right about that reference. But, like, just look at this for a second here. Look at this gameplay and the way this looks. And then I'm going to compare it to this. This doesn't match. It simply does not match. Now, I have a lot of nostalgia associated with Generations, but still, I would have much rather had Unleashed. But if we just take a look at this, I'm Shadow, I believe it. The game's running smooth. Everybody's gonna have it. It's a win-win for everybody, I think, but Generations should have came at a later point. I like that they're also using the City Escape trailer-esque music from when the game originally came out. It's so nice. But thank God there was no classic Shadow. Shadow's in white space there, so we do know that this takes place during the whole like time rift thing. Shadow is going through time, so I mean, if the Doom Eye is there, then Black Doom is here as well. That's all I'm saying. We are back in time. Black Doom is he is somewhere present here. And I imagine some of these are from Shadow the Hedgehog that I just haven't seen because I haven't finished the game. Oh my gosh. It looks good. It looks like it's going to have cutscenes. I do wonder if this is a game mode you'll be able to select right off the bat, or you have to finish the main story of Generations first. I will say the background here of Sonic and Shadow back to back looks really generic. I don't like it. It reminds me of the Rival Rush screen in Colors Ultimate. Now, my final thing I want to talk about is... Oh, we have another chat member here. Welcome. Hopefully I say your name right. I'm sorry in advance. Koa or Kawa? Or maybe Kawabunga. Hahaha. Sorry. Disappointing. Silver Blaze, Metal Sonic, and Espio should have been playable. And that's actually what I was about to talk about, so I'm glad that you said that. So, I am going to loop the trailer and just let it play while I talk silently, so you guys can rewatch this. I'm not going to make a discussion video on my channel. We're just going to have this discussion here at the end of the stream, and that is it. So, this is obviously just a teaser. This is not a main trailer. This is a teaser trailer. It's just showing off that this is a thing that is happening. And I want to make it clear that we haven't seen anything. All they've shown off is, like, they showed that Sonic footage off, like, hey, we're re-releasing Generations. And before this, basically, this is, we had literally 20 seconds of Sonic, and the rest of the trailer is Shadow. And it seems like the main focus here is Shadow's whole story. But I do want to make it clear, I hope Sega does prioritize the Sonic Generations part over the Shadow stuff. This shouldn't be an excuse for them to make a Shadow campaign, like to do a Shadow the Hedgehog only game. And I'm sure this is what this is, as an experiment to see how well. We haven't made a Shadow only game since 2005. Is this something that would do well again? And at the same time, it's getting people prepared for Sonic Movie 3. Now, Sonic Generations itself seems like it's intact. It's been untouched. I saw some theories that I didn't even think about. People were saying that they will add in other playable characters. For example, it would be nice to get a classic Tails, modern Tails in the levels at least, and then maybe Knuckles and classic Knuckles. Like, just having the big three, I think, would have been really nice, but it doesn't look like we're getting that. Now, one of the issues I have right off the bat is, like, they didn't show off anything Ultimate about this. Now, this isn't called Sonic Generations Ultimate, which leads me to believe it is just the untouched base game, just the same way that Bowser's Fury works. That's what we were talking about earlier. It seems that Bowser's Fury, Bowser's Fury is just the base Mario 3D World on Switch with a couple tweaks, and then you have a whole other game mode. That is your extra content. This isn't like I'm guessing there's not going to be an Ultimate here. Just Sonic X Shadow Generations. I don't know how I feel about that. I really was looking forward to Sonic with customizable abilities, new stages, and stuff like that. I'd like to at least think they were going to add some newer music to the jukebox or whatever that you can play in stages to the track list. Like, maybe I want to listen to cyberspace music while I'm running through Green Hill. You know what I mean? So, I don't know how I feel about that. Now, as far as Silver Blaze, Metal Sonic, and stuff like that, even though their models are in the game, I can see why they're left out. Because they would require work to get going. Like, for instance, Blaze handles a little bit differently than Sonic, and like Sonic Rush, like she she jumps in a tornado kind of shape, and she also has that hover ability with fire. Now Sega could make a boatload of money off this game with DLC. They could add playable characters that way. I really doubt Sega's going to go that far in, but say they added a Tails and Knuckles pack where you get those two for like $5 or something. That would be cool. Or if they wanted to do a Silver and Blaze pack, that would sell really well. Stuff like that, Sega could do, but they probably won't. Honestly, the fact that they haven't started supporting Superstars DLC is very concerning. The fact that that game's getting no DLC at all so far. Besides the original that came out with the game, the comic, Lego, stuff like that. I don't care. I'd pay just to have each character a playable skin. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, I feel like Sega could just map all these characters to Sonic. But the whole reason I'm saying that I don't think they will is I think they missed their opportunity starting in Sonic Colors. Because I don't know about you, but when I was playing Sonic Colors Ultimate, it was like, why is Metal Sonic not a playable skin after you beat Rival Rush? Because Metal Sonic borrows Supersonic's whole move set, I guess, because they share the same animations, is what I'm saying. If you put Supersonic and Metal Sonic side by side in colors, they both have the same like hovering animation and stuff like that. Like when I beat Rival Rush, I was hoping to unlock a Metal Sonic skin, but that didn't happen, and I'm just afraid they're not going to do that here. But yeah, I totally feel you. I really hope that Sega either supports that via DLC or we get something. I mean, classic Tails and modern Tails are in the game, so why don't we at least get playable versions of them? Obviously, I'm not expecting them to make classic models for SBO, Silver, stuff like that, but just make them playable in the modern stages is all that they need to do. I hope they revamp the boss fights. I was really hoping for a brand new boss fight as well. It looks like we're getting that in the form of the Bio Lizard for Shadow's campaign, which is okay. Like I said, I think Shadow's only going to have one boss, because I doubt that this is going to be a 3-hour long, you know, this isn't going to be a full game mode. This is just going to be like an extra thing. There'll be probably a handful of stages, you know, that are going to be a good couple hours of content, and, you know, there'll probably be red rings and stuff like that. God forbid they bring back the Lost World number rings and moon medals. Do not put those in here from Forces. Do not bring them back. I hate those. The red rings are enough. Now, a couple things that they could do to make me happy. Super Shadow. When you beat Shadow's campaign, if there's a Super Shadow boss fight at the end, which is possible, that would be nice. Give us playable Super Shadow. If not, then when you beat Shadow's campaign, you know, I feel like you should be able to replay the stages as Super Shadow. This goes without saying, but I'm pretty sure everybody... Oh my gosh, this shot. I keep thinking about it here. Sorry, I turned the music up. That shot of Shadow, this with his eyes doing that, this is from the end of Sonic Movie 3 when he awakens, so that's kind of cool. Better than having to play as... Oh, play that on your phone. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Sessy, are you going to stream tonight? I'm not sure yet. I did. I will end the stream off with something regarding that. Also, once again, thank you for joining the stream, Kawabunga. That's just how I'm going to call your name. I'm sorry if that's not how you intend for it to be pronounced. But if you like the content, consider subscribing. We'd like to have you back for some more of the Sonic discussion streams, videos, and playthroughs. So, yeah. Now, do you guys have any other like desires that you would really want to see like right off the bat? Because for me, I'd like to see Super Shadow return. It's been a long time. It's not just like, I do like playing through stages in their super forms. I think that's rewarding post game. But this really isn't the fact that it's like, oh, Super Sonic hasn't been, or I want to play as Super Shadow in his stages. It's more, we haven't seen Super Shadow return in a main game like this in a long time. The last time I think was Sonic 06, yeah. So he shows up in the mobile games and stuff, but that's besides the point. He looks really cool here. He was supposed to just be this badass, you know, for and Forces, but that didn't happen. So this looks really good. I love the angry like expression. He looks very expressionate. And that's what a lot of people, I give credit to Frontiers. They animated Sonic's ears and his eyes a lot better and gave him expression. If he's sad, his ears would go down. But with Shadow, you know, he's aggressive. He's gritting his teeth and stuff like that. It looks so much better. Also, if they wanted to bleed Infinite into this, they could, but technically Infinite, by most people, is considered dead after Forces. It would be kind of cool to see his wrath show up here, but I'm not going to lean any more into that because I don't want people to get their hopes up. I am 99% sure Infinite will not be showing up in this game because there is no sign of the Phantom Ruby. Even though reality gets warped, that is more like time and space distortion, not a Phantom Ruby alternate reality. I think Sega didn't want to take the risk of altering the base game too much. Like, but yes, that is, I am absolutely in the agreement there. Yeah, and you're also right. It could come down to, it would have been tricky to actually alter the game in the first place. I'm okay with them not touching it, but I feel like they could have still added a couple stages, right? Like at least one original stage from like Frontiers, I don't know, a cyberspace stage. But it probably would have had to have unique controls like Frontiers because they couldn't probably take from the Havoc physics engine. What are they gonna do with the Shadow boss fight in the original? I imagine that it is going to cross over, and I imagine that you're gonna fight from Shadow's perspective, kind of like in SA2. I do need to wrap this stream up here shortly. It is past 6 o'clock. And I'll explain why in just a second. But I'm gonna go ahead and close this down. So sorry about that. I feel like it will cross over, like Shadow's going through time and faces off against Sonic, or they're going to retcon it somehow. So, yeah, I'm not sure, but I was thinking about that when it was announced to be Sonic X Shadow Generations. I was like, what about the rival boss? So I imagine this will either take place before or after Gens. Probably before, I don't know. But those are what I want to see in the game. I really enjoyed this discussion. I am going to go take a break, use the bathroom and stuff. I'll be talking on Discord about some stuff. I did end up finding a trail ruins yesterday and have some exciting news about that. So I might be streaming some Minecraft here shortly. So hang out on Discord for that, where I'll be talking more about Sonic X Shadow Generations. Thank you so much for watching and being here. If you guys want me to react to more stuff like this, like Nintendo Directs and stuff like that, please let me know. I will definitely try to make it happen. With all that said, oh, what's this? Who do you think the third rival will be? Silver, Infinite Mephiles, or Black Doom? Second. If they replace Shadow, personally, I think it would be Mephiles. Would make sense. That would actually be really cool, but technically Mephiles has been wiped away from all existence because they killed him in the past, present, and future, so he ceases to exist. But man, if I could have one thing, it would be bring Mephiles back. That would be a really cool boss fight. But yeah, he technically ceases to exist. He cannot exist at all. Well, don't force Kawa to sub. That's his decision. I have to be entertaining and cool enough for that to happen. But I'm sorry to cut this short, but I will be on the Discord talking to you guys there, and we'll talk about this hopefully in a follow-up stream. Yep, thank you for coming, Zucchini, Random Guy, Kawa. Thank you for being here, Zeeble, you also. And I'll see you guys soon for some more reactions and games.